Hey guys, it's Carl Brown for calluses365.com. We're going to continue our look at the Best of Time solo by Dream Theater here, performed by Pt.2, of course. I'm going to start where I left off in part 1 here. So we're going to start here. We're in standard tuning, whole step bend at the 20th fret on the B string. And we're going to have this phrase. All right, so we have that bend, and then 17, 19 on the high E, and then a quick hammer pull, doing the same two notes. Then back to that 20 on the B, back to the 17 on the high E, half step bend and release at the 19. All right, then we have, so we're just starting on the top, the string, the 17th fret, 20, 18, 17, and then on the B string, back up to that 17, back down. So all together. Back to the 18, then a quick hammer pull from 17 to 18. So let me just play it from the beginning. Then you have 19, 17, 16, back up to the 19. To 17 on the D, to 19 on the G. All together for that phrase. All right, next phrase. All right, so that's straight alternate picking. We're going to start on the 15th fret on the low E. We're going to go 13, 15, 17. Then same thing on the A. Same thing on the D. Then 14, 15, 17 on the, I'm sorry, that's 16, 17, 19. Then 17, 18, 20 on the B. And then 17, 19, 20 on the high E. And then the whole step bend. And release. Now you can see I'm palm muting that down here. It really makes those notes pop out like that. All right, now if you've been following along, this next phrase I'm getting ready to play here continues that lick that we did earlier. I told you he does this technique a lot where he'll take the same picking pattern and just kind of string along down through the scale. All right, so what he's doing here is that. I'll just play through it real quick. All right, so what's going on there, it's just more the same that we did in that previous video where he's just doing, that in this case is 19, 20, 19, 17. So get that coordination down just with that lick, that 4-note lick, just over and over again. All right, and now that's 3 notes you're doing that lick with, and then we're going to take it down through the scale, you know, just in 3-note grouping. So, obviously the grouping we're playing here is 17, 19, 20, right? You can do that same lick, but now with 15, 17, 19. Then 13, 15, 17. Then 12, 13, 15. So far. All right, then over to 12, 13, 15 on the B. And then 10, 12, 13. Then 9, 10, 12. 7, 8, 10. 5, 6, 8. All right, so on the B string, Now he's not playing everything twice like that. I'm just trying to show you getting the notes in your hand. All right, and we're going to finish it off by doing it on 4, 5, 7 on the G string, and then 3, 5, 7 on the D string. It's going to resolve here on this 7th fret on the G. So all together, I'll do it slow. Now, when you get the lick up to speed, it doesn't really matter how many times it's just kind of going flowing through the scale. Some you might do twice, some you might do once, some you might do 3 times. So just really just kind of go for it. So it sounds like this. All right, from there we have this. All right, so that's 7th fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, whole step bend release at the 7 on the G, back to the 5th fret, and then 7, 5 to 7 on the D. All right, and now we have these sweeps. I'll just play through them real quick for you, and then we'll take a look at them. Here we go. All right, so let's, some extreme speed there. So the first one, they're pretty common. Actually, the second sweep patterns are kind of a Pt.2 signature. Now these first ones are really common. They're just basic major arpeggios. He's not playing the basic, but just the standard chord shape that everybody knows. He's going to be picking here at the 13th fret, so we're going to have 13, and then you're going to have to roll 15 on the A, the 15 on the D, then 14 on the G, 13 on the B, and the high E. And obviously that's a sweep. So I get those notes separated. And then on the way back up, you're going to first pick an upstroke on the 17th fret and pull off to the 13th. And then you just reverse the pattern that you went up with. All the way down to 13, and then you just do it again. Same thing now, 2 frets higher. All right, so you do those two patterns twice each, 13th fret, 15th fret. And then we get to this, which is kind of like a Pt.2 signature, where he's taking basically 2 power chords shapes, an octave apart, and then the octave of it here. And he creates a static shape with it. There's no pull-off string, so this is actually a little bit easier. That's why he can get it even faster than you were doing the previous ones. Now this is going to be just 15th fret on the D, 17th on the G, 18th on the B, 20th fret on the high E. So you're going to go, all separate those with a sweep, and then you're going to back it up with an upstroke. So you have this. So 4 across, then 4 back down. So do that 3 times on this. So you see how the bottom note and the top note are always doubled because you're continuing the downward sweep and then starting the upward sweep. So if you separate the notes, it sounds like computer music, really. I like to be honest with you, but then 2 frets higher. Now the second one, you go up and down twice, and on the third one, you pause on that top note. So we have. All right, then we're back to the melody stuff. I'll play through it real quick. All right, so we're back to the really melodic stuff now. Slide into the 17th fret on the B string, then 18 back to 17. Whole step bend at the 13th fret, release, and pick it again. Next one, back 17, 18, 17 again. Then the whole step bend at the 18th. Hold it. Then you can pick it a little bit after it's held. Next phrase. So we're at the 13th, 15, 16. Half step bend at the 15. Over to 15 on the G. And back to the 15 on the B. And we're going to end it with this phrase. Alright, so that's a little kind of a pedal tone lick. 15 on the B string to 15 on the high E string. Back to that. So we're always going to be coming back to this note between each note. So we have 15 on the high E, then 17, then 19, then 20, back to 19, back to 20. Then the whole step bend to the 20th fret, and then pick it while it's being held. All right, so we're going to continue this and learn part 3 to finish out the solo in the next lesson. So I'll see you then. Bye-bye.